Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Lorraine here. Just a quick update on the Tree of Life that I started to make. I took a different approach actually with this Tree of Life, because usually all of these sections here you would normally put like either beads or stones or something on them, but I didn't have enough wire to really make a full Tree of Life. So what I did instead was I just twisted, if I come in a little bit closer, as you can see, I just twisted all of the wire. I then brought it across. I've done some little branches here on various different areas. I've put a little bead here, and then I've made it look like a branch is going over. This bead is meant to sort of represent sort of like the sun coming through the branches of the tree. And then I found this chain, although it does need to be glued in places because it's just too, because as you can see this sits right close and it does look a little bunched up. So I want to try and space these out and bring these up a little bit so that they then just space that out a little bit better. And I found these little crystals. Oh, that one's a little bit buckled. I'll have to sort that out. But I will sort it all out when I've finished it. But as you can see, I have wire wrapped. Can't really see properly. See if I can bring it up. Oh, there we go. You can just see that I wire wrapped with a head pin to fix that onto the chain. And so I've got all these lovely little crystal butterflies. I am thinking, really, to be quite honest, that I might actually put it up on my kitchen window rather than outside, because the more that I'm adding to it, the more I actually like it, and I think I'd prefer it indoors. Because at the moment I've made this temporary hook from a piece of wire that I actually use for the underneath of this wire, and I've just bent it round there so that it can hook on, and then I've made a hook there so that can then hook onto something. And I'm still thinking of those butterflies. Let me just come over here a second. My craft room. See if I can find those butterflies. So if I just bring the back here, I'm still thinking of putting these butterflies on it, because I think that would really finish that off really, really lovely. Let me see if I can just pop that on somewhere, just hook it there, just to give you a bit better of an idea. So I think that would really make that look quite pretty. And also I've made a start on my Christmas card, so I'm going to come over here now to the other part of my craft room. And I was going to get the new Hunky Dory club gift, but sadly they had sold out. But then I thought, well, do I really need it? Not really, because I've bought this beautiful collection. I think it was either last year or the year before from Hunky Dory. And all I've done is just folded these bits of card over. I've started to shape them on the edge. And then we've got this bit on the back. And then I'm going to put some lovely inserts on there and stamp in there Merry Christmas. And there's some other little bits and pieces that I'm going to put on there. So if I just bring those over, see, you get all these lovely little sentiments that you can just put onto there. So even though sort of like this doesn't actually go with this particular piece of card. Now let me see if I've got the one for this card. Oh, here we go. See, I folded this one over. I've got to shape the edges. Oh no, I have shaped the edges on this one. You see, this you can sort of put onto there. That you can put, or you could put that onto the corner, bring that over here a little bit, and then you sort of got the idea there. And how easy is that to make a card? No, you can't go wrong, can you, at all? And I've also folded this one and a couple of others. So I've made a start on my Christmas cards now. What else have I been up to? Not much else really, just usual chores. I've got this bracelet out because I was going to talk about this before the cards actually. If you've got, it's so easy to make like a little copper bracelet for yourself. You know, all you need is some wire, and you can get this from the cable wire. So if I just grab, where is it? Oh, I thought I had some here, but yes I have. So if you've got a piece of cable wire like this, you've got no use for it at all. As you can see, you get sort of like a really good size thickness of wire there. I would say that's probably a 2mm copper wire. You can like get that all out of there, which is what I've done with this bracelet. This is like from the wire from that cable. And I actually done an 8-link for this. I haven't got a smaller piece of wire where I can show you how to do an 8-link, but all you do is just bend, you can just see, you just bend one top of the wire round, you then bend the other section round, snip it off, and then this was hammered with a texturizing hammer, so that's why you've got that those marks on that wire. And then again, when you come to do hook, and when you've done your length that you want your chain to be, all you do is just bend the wire right the way round into a U shape, leaving a little tail. The little tail you then bend round onto, back on itself there, and then the little hook you just bring out slightly, and there you got a little, I think they call it a J hook, do they? I think it's a J hook they call it. But there we go, and that's a little lovely little bracelet that you can make yourself just from bits of wire from a cable you've got at home. All you need extra really is a pair of round nose pliers, which is these. That's a pair of round nose pliers. And then if you haven't got a texturizing hammer for jewellery, then just use your normal hammer. Just make sure you put like a metal block underneath so that you've got a bit of protection of whatever you're hammering onto. So I wouldn't recommend hammering onto a glass mat like this, so you just break it in two or smash it to bits. So you would need a good solid surface underneath with the metal block, and then you just put your little bit of wire on and hammer it. I will have to do a video on that actually, show how to do an 8-link. I mean, there's various other things you can do with wire as well. I mean, I just made this little plaited bracelet, and then again as you can see, I've done a little hook there. This is really quite flexible though. The wire was only thin, so this is too thin really, this wire, but I was just, didn't know what to do with myself. I had a few little crystals, this bit of wire that was just laying about, and I thought, oh, let's see if I can make a bangle. And there we go, that's that little bangle. And then I've just put some little bead covers over the top of the ends, so that the sharp bit of the wire is now covered. And then you just put some jump rings on there. You know, you can make your own jump rings as well, same sort of principle with the wire. I have got these sort of pliers to make it easier for me to make sort of like a coil, and then you just cut the coil up. You know, it's amazing what you can do and what you can use around the house, really, to be quite honest, when it comes to jewellery making. You know, it's very versatile, that's the word, very versatile, the wire. And I think that's it. I'm going to go now and check out my garden and do a few other little household chores. So take care everyone, have a beautiful day, because the sun is out at the moment. And I think we've got this right the way through, I think, till the evening. And then I think it's going to be cloudy again tomorrow, but we shall see. It could all change. You just don't know, do you? And the weather is actually, I think, meant to go, I think back up to 79, isn't it, by the weekend? But we shall see on that one. I don't want to jinx it. Anyway, have a lovely day. Take care, everyone. Bye.